HP to pop and make it in his zone. The floppers are going to help him. Letwick going to go down. He was up there near the points as well. Janice, maybe he'll take us the FNCS solo invitational winner, doing very well, but looking for deal. Just floppering in zone, trying to mini up, trying to get prepared. As Slender is going to go into the zone. The shockwave launcher is here. Janice going to lose high ground there to Vidil. Does he have enough HP to keep it? Does he have enough match to keep it as well? Vidil dropping down, shockwave being used. Everyone being flown. Janice is still there. Shots coming through. Vidil going to miss, and unfortunately, Slender going to take him down. Now in a 1v1 scenario, Janice launches himself in his zone. Oh no! This is not what he wanted. He didn't want that, but shots go through. He hits a lot of damage, and now the HP is back in his favor. Slender has to make a play. Shockwave's being used, and I don't know if there's enough shockwaves left in the game to give Janice the win, but he's got the HP. He's got the shotgun shot. He's got the pressure, but can he find it? Can he find the angle that he...
Conseguí los puños de Hulk.
Down sooner or later, the zone. Look out, one more, but Slender notices that and gets the jump up dub.
Slender with the 4 eliminations in the victory royale, 25 points.
La partida,
¿no? From the low ground. Janice, unfortunately, not able to close it out with the shockwave launcher, but a good defense coming out from Slender there. And 4 matches are down with just 2 games remaining. Who will walk away with that #1 spot in Europe? Zeke, Bala, Shio.
Dicen que me pasa teclado y ratón.
There's a lot of things
Pero ustedes dicen que me pase.
Right now, there's actually something we have yet to see, and the leaderboard is going to help uncover what is missing. Because there's a shark hiding in the shadows as we are running through this race toward this finish line. Boy. Slender, I like the victory out, and I like the defensive route he needed to take there to keep Janice away from getting that win.
Absolutely, and now we're going to look at the ramifications of that game and what it's going to look like going to the final slots over here for Europe. For the standings, in first place, is it someone new? What's it going to be? No, Lifeblood is still holding on to that top spot. 41 points in total. Has that win in case of the...
Ay, chicos, no están...
They've only had 1 game where they've fallen out of the 4 in around the top 40 area, which is actually converting on a little bit of elims, but otherwise, too, they're pushing deep into the top 10 on every game that they make it into that end game. So that is very, very crucial looking forward. I think it's going to be a duel between Deceptos and Letwick.
I mean, they are pulling away from the pack. Look at the top 3 down to top 10. You're looking at an 11-point differential, and don't forget, Flowis was the first winner on the day. He got the first victory out. But we see this a lot, right? Whoever starts strong, they tend to fizzle.
Still, though, that's possible for these players in 20th place, in 30th place, to bounce back up. I would usually agree, but after watching you today, it is the same players we're seeing alive in endgame. When we say these guys just need 7 or 11 points, that means getting to the top 10. And for a lot of these guys like Steelix, Snazy, yes, they're playing well, but are they there consistently? That is the big question.
Yeah, that it will be.
Guys want to get better than anyone else around them, want to place higher. So all the way to the final game, the competition will stay high.
You gotta think, man. 2 games left. It's wild to think we've been doing this for like 3 weeks now, and now we get to look at the conclusion, see who will hold the Axe of Champions high, and after 2 games, we'll have a new FNCS champion. Now, guys, we were kind of talking about players, the shark in the water. And it's none other than Deceptos, who is finding himself in that 2nd place. We haven't seen him much on broadcast, so what has this guy been doing?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was going to be a group effort here, but 100% we'll break it down in just a sec. Deceptos has basically been going, as you said, Zeke, through those shadows, right? He's been playing around other players and how, you know, kind of pop off and you get bin. They're kind of showing overall exactly what they can do and break down in front of everyone else. And while they're taking the spotlight, that's the word I was looking for. Ziptos is operating in that background. He's getting everything these players are not looking at or seeing.
Yeah, there's so much to actually consider when getting into Ziptos' game plan because, like I said, he's converting on these end games. I want to find out how. I want to find out where this man is dropping and how he's actually transitioning into the end game. Because, like I said, it's so important. But these are some things we miss. Him in top 10 right here, 2 eliminations, and he still makes a couple counts. While some at the top, like Rifle, might be having a little bit more impact in terms of elimination, he's making it count for placements.
And this is exactly how he gets his game started. Let's actually break down what he does every single game, specifically that last one. Landing somewhere crazy, like actually taking a back alley loop all the way across the map, picking up so many houses that people will get to later on faster than them, and then getting into these positions, these boxes fast, where he has control and can drop down his shotgun shots and really crazy angles.
And this game right here was actually Ziptos' first game.
Mira tus comentarios, Juaco.
50 marks, so he got the 2 placement points. But what he did do is actually fight a little earlier, grab that elim on Bad Sniper, and then has the awareness to recognize that Rax is in the box next to him. He'll convert, but after those 2 fights, that's when it gets to be a little.
¿Viste tus comentarios? ¿No está buenardo?
For him this time, he's still going in, and he'll take down so many important Nas and Nas, and you know how
¿Viste tus comentarios? ¿No está buenardo?
These guys are in the game every single time. They're taking out these big names. We alluded to these 20th place players possibly rising to the top. They have to overcome these 2 monstrous barriers.
I mean, you know, and it's just going to come down to the final 2 games here. Rifle holding strong at the top, but the Ziptos...
Che, yo diría que mires los comentarios, Juaco.
Enough, who picked up the Big Royale, is here as well.
Ya sé, no soy tonto. Cambiate de chat. Abandona.
It's good. So many names are in this race right now.
Yeah, but for me, I'm going to pick the Ziptos to make it through in these last 2 games. He has been playing out of his mind, and before that game where he... Blue, let's go.
Okay, I'm going to pick a Rifle to stay up top. I feel like being in first is a big deal, and he can hold on and stop these 2 men, no matter where they're from taking that.
Esperen, chicos, que fue. Más técnicos. Vale, nos tenemos que unir al grupo de play por eso. Porque Discord copyright. ¿Hola? Ahí está.
Voy para la gran pantalla. La gran pantalla, o sea, donde está lo de la FNS. ¿Dónde está lo de la FNS?
La que está lejos.
No, sí, boludo, no te pienses que no sé cuál es, porque es la de los eventos.
You cannot wait any longer. This is it.
Me uno. Sí, no estás vos. Acá, Oli.
O invítalo vos. Al señor.
Estás vos en el grupo.
Cámbiate de chat. ¿Qué pasó, Tino?
With the way Frenzy's built, you can be contested and never see your opponent.
So many opportunities for you to break sight.
No lo tengo.
Tagged up Llama 210 over there. Chat calling it out. Everyone.
Porque vos no tenés este baile.
Super thankful for that. Llama coming through.
No, quiero ver la FNS, recién entro. Che, amigo, mirá. Vení que te pisco, guacho. Te quiero pescar. Cuando estés volando. No, hijo de remil. Amigo, este juego de temporada 1. Vení, guacho. Ah, no, de temporada 10, creo. Sí, es la de temporada 10.
Putting the pressure down to the flex, but nobody necessarily able to connect shots. And as I say that, Floki hits 2 back to back. He says, thanks for the loot. I'll take that epic tactical shotgun and everything else that comes with it. The crash pads, the shields, all the metal over here on the side, and he's going to be very happy about that.
Igual sigue. ¿En serio?
And the guaranteed that comes out of the rig's vault area. That is a very, very big pickup for Floki. And again, in that range where they could make something happen. Now we
No es porque problemas
what happened in Caddy Corner with Thomas
no es porque no vas a jugarlo supuestamente.
Actually,
a mí también suena todo rato si me caen todos los
right there, and unfortunately falling.
Perdón,
Sekira
chicos,
taking down what
pero es
was
verdad.
the 7th ranked player there. So what you care about right now as a viewer, we're keeping an eye on that top left-hand corner. Who in the top 10 is falling and who can remain and keep picking up points, because that's going to set up the story for what the final game is and who's going to have an opportunity. But right now, Bad Sniper needs to be careful. First AR shots come out right away from the bush. Wookie trying to set up an ambush, and Bad Sniper going to cover himself up and immediately start burning through that utility because he doesn't want to get pressured down.
He's got to be careful. There's players near I as well. He's got to get out. And this is Curiosity. This is kind of what we expect from him at this point. Just going aggressive and going into boxes where he definitely doesn't have the advantage, but his aim is going to be the advantage there for him. He does hit the floor there, but not able to keep crashing that sniper there. The third party comes in, but he's not phase shot comes through, and he does end up hitting it. The crash pad going to be used. That player going to get in the box and going aggressive. Bad Sniper, though, is actually going to pick it up, but what a turnaround!
Great job from Bad Sniper executing and finishing that one out under pressure. He needed that to stay in the running and to stay in contention just outside the top 15 right before that. But hopefully going to be able to potentially make a push, but still a tough day for Kiriachi, somebody who is either really hot or really cold, and right now sitting at only 7 points after 5 matches. Well, he's looking ice cold.
In contrast, however, someone who's hot, rather, not ice hot. That doesn't really work there, but Decepto's on fire right now. 37 points, is in second place, however. His lead did get snatched away from him there, but he does have the tools to do it. He's got a shotgun AR, he's got rotation, and he's got the heals. Question is, this zone, how is he going to play it? Already choosing to base up in a really good spot as well. Does not have a lot of metal, but can extend out to that bridge if he wants to. And this is what happens in these last couple games. If you're near the top, you base up very, very early because you don't want your game being affected by any little thing.
That's the goal, is just to make it into that mid-game, transition yourself, avoid those early games. And if you are just joining us, whether it's on Twitch, Twitter, watch.fortnite.com, YouTube, or in Party Royale, welcome. This is game number 4 of the EU FNCS Solos Finals after 2 weeks of competition and then heats. This is the top 100 players battling it out, and they have 2 matches left to stake their claim as the best player in Europe, walk away with that top prize pool and also the Axe of Champions. And right now, Gamers Origin Deceptos is in second place, just behind Rifla, who we saw take away match number 3 and have a solid performance in match number 4. But right now, needs to be careful because we've seen what Flo is capable of right nearby him.
Deceptos is looking for that elimination and that tag. Because he hasn't, it seems like, hasn't gotten any tags yet based on where he is in the zone. And definitely will need them with getting more aggressive, turning more to that Kiriachi from old that we've seen time and time and again. And other players are going to start to do that.
Sorry, estaba muteado.
They need that pop-off game. They need that game to really set them up.
¿Viste los discos voladores?
Replay here from Ledwig's perspective as he's on the back foot running away from a henchman.
Claro. ¿Cómo lo viste?
Try to take down Jules, and unfortunately, you can't take down Jules when they're nearby.
TikTok.
Coordinated spray there between the henchman and Carrot will take down Letwick. He was third place going into this.
Miles de veces. No, igual yo tengo ganas. Si voy a jugar a la arena, tengo ganas de jugar con mi trío.
What are they doing to set themselves up? Because again, this
¿Qué?
is the second to last match. So if you're gonna get going, you have to move now. With top
Sí, no te acordás con Fran?
No, dale. You get a placement point for outlasting the first 25 players, then you get a placement point for outlasting the next 25 players, so that's top 50, and then after every top 10...
Sí, pero solo digo. Yo también quiero ver la FNS. FNC o como se llama.
Make sure he
Está
has
cheta.
plenty of materials. He's in a good
ya no
spot to
somos
rotate
trío.
after this, but he is very far
Se ve que no.
from the zone. So
¿Viste el disco volador? ¡Salió por